You know, I was going to get on here and rant and rave about this game. I just got back from Arlington, Texas, in the brand new Dallas Cowboys Stadium, which was amazing to be in, pretty much. I loved being in that stadium. I just sincerely wish I could have actually enjoyed being in that stadium. It's huge. It's really freaking huge. I mean, when you first see that thing, it's like taking off in a spaceship. That's what it looks like. You think you're gonna walk in and like you've just been abducted by aliens. But alrighty, well, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. BYU 14, Oklahoma 13. Now, I had a plan for the season, guys. I had a plan. Now, that plan involved Oklahoma winning their first game. Of course, that also involves Sam Bradford staying healthy for the entire time. And vice versa, best laid plans of mice and men and college football fans. And things like this happen. You know, like I said, I was going to get on here and scream and be mad, but, you know, getting back home, watching the Crow videos from Oni Kuno and J-Way Shocks, you know, I'm sorry mine's much later. I did have to come from Arlington. But, you know, this is probably what the TTC is all about. You know, you can dish the trash talk about your team, then you can come back, and it's really best if you make a Crow video right after the game because that really captures your raw emotions. And, you know, that's probably why it's so enjoyable. But you know, we scheduled a tough opponent first time around, and I've always said this wasn't going to be a cakewalk. I know I said 54-17, but you know, that also was operating under the assumption that the offense could actually do more, and that we were going to win that game. But I did, you know, I got to eat my crow for this game. You know, it sucks because I had to eat crow for the ending game of the last season, and I got to eat crow for the opening game of this season. But, you know, at least I can have the satisfaction of knowing that this was a respectable opponent that we lost to. God, I hate being upset by the Mountain West. What is it with us in the Mountain West? God, this happened in 2005 versus TCU, for crying out loud. Ah, grr. But, you know, BYU fans, I'm not one of those college football video makers on here who tries to grab at some semblance of victory and defeat by trashing the other fans. No, you know, BYU fans, they're a classy bunch of people. They're fun to be around, and I know this because I was surrounded by them. Yeah, Ticketmaster doesn't do all that good placing me amongst my brethren. I was surrounded pretty much the entire game, which means I had to represent the University of Oklahoma well and watch my attitude when we did well, which I did. I know none of the other BYU fans got mad at me. I cheered really hard and really loud. And, well, you know, it got to the point where the game was so close, everyone was cheering hard and loud, so it didn't really matter anymore. But, you know, at the beginning of the game, I shook hands with them. You know, we introduced each other. We talked a little bit about the game. And, you know, they're good people. They're really good people. I can't deny them that. They're good people. So let me just go ahead and say, let me just eat my crow in entirety. One, I can't really eat crow about Max Hall because I predicted Max Hall to be the great force that he was, and he always seemed to have someone to get the freaking ball to. Now, I'm not trashing the defense. God, the defense was amazing tonight. Man, you could tell Gerald McCoy was going after everyone, and Austin English looked really good. Ryan Reynolds got that pick. I mean, there were some issues with the corners, but that's okay. The defense held BYU to 14 points, and that's a sign that this is going to be a great defense, which we've been talking about the entire time. What I need to eat crow about BYU about is just, I don't know where this inexperience on the BYU O-line that I was talking about, because Max Hall was pretty well protected. You know, we got him several times, but, you know, I know for a team that's coming off a really bad string of injuries, you know, they're good. They're good. So, congratulations, Brigham Young. You deserve the victory. Now, let's talk about where this puts us. Okay, first off, I know there's going to be a whole bunch of commenters on this. People love nothing more than to see OU fans in agony. Trust me, I've made 2 major OU Crow videos last season during football, and they were major hits, man. The hits just kept on coming. But, you know, I'll give credit to BYU, you know, and I give credit to my own team for scheduling a team like this. So to the Texas Longhorns fans and the Texas A&M fans on here, yeah, I've noticed some of y'all. Yeah, A&M fans, you're starting to think that, oh, maybe we can beat OU. Okay, first off, Aggies and Longhorns alike. Don't kid yourselves just yet. Let me just say that right now. I know y'all jizz in your pants every time you see OU exhibit some sort of weakness, but come back to me once you've faced non-cakewalk teams, and then we can talk trash. Then we can talk trash before the Red River rivalry. So right after you have your little battle with Tech, then you can speak to us. But yeah. You know, a couple great games. Major props to Alabama and Virginia Tech for doing that, to Oklahoma State and Georgia for doing that. Okie State, you know, they really showed up against Georgia. They laid a nice whooping on Georgia. So to all you SEC fans who got on me for picking Oklahoma State over Georgia, what have you got to say now? I told y'all you underestimated that team. Guess the Big 12 got the best of you this time. But, you know, I can't really say that because I hate the fact that Okie State won. So that's kind of a double standard. I'm not a fan of those. The Big 12 had a good time showing up, but again, I really don't care about that. I don't care about the other teams in the Big 12. I care about my team. Okay, I was wrong about Illinois and Missouri. That ticked me off, and I was also wrong about Baylor versus Wake Forest. That ticked me off, and I was wrong about my own team's pick. So now in my family's poll, I am busted about 3 games, if that's all. I'm pretty sure I picked all the other teams that won. But anyway, Sam Bradford going down. Oh, bad memories from 2007, guys. Bad memories. Well, they're projecting him to be back by Miami. Hopefully that's the case. Next, I mean, coming up, we got Idaho State and Tulsa, if I'm not mistaken. Tulsa? Yeah, Tulsa. So I'm really not worried about what's going on. Am I thinking about a national championship right now? Are you kidding me? No, we got to focus on the Big 12 championship right now because that's still within reach. And I'm not saying the national championship's not within reach, but I mean, you know, I would not be surprised to find Oklahoma at number 15 in the polls next time around. Because, you know, everyone's out to get OU. I've officially given up on ESPN actually reporting anything accurate about Oklahoma. And, That's just the way it's going to be. But you know what? You know, again, props to Brigham Young. Props to you. Idaho State. Let's see what's going to go down. During this game, the offensive line, they protected Sam and they protected Landry, but there were way too many penalties. There was way too much of a discipline issue in this. And Bob Stoops was really rapping on the O-line during spring training, and he was really talking them up, you know, during the summer. So I thought, well, you know, maybe they're okay. But I guess not. I mean, for the most part, they were okay, but that was way too many penalties. We've got to be more disciplined because those penalties moved back what could have been potentially really positive drives. We got to work on that. So, for Idaho State, Landry is going to be getting all the snaps, and he's our go-to guy until Sam Bradford's healed. So he'll be getting some more experience against a scrub team, yes, but experience is experience. And we'll work on the O-line, getting them on the same page as the rest of the team. Jermaine and Sam, you rest up, drink your fluids, eat your soup, whatever you gotta do. And we'll go from here. I mean, I know a lot of my subscribers send me inbox messages about what I think about certain things about the season. So I'm just going to go ahead and save y'all the time writing a message. You want to know where I think we're going to go from here? I can't really tell right now. A lot of my predictions just went out the window with this loss. But I can tell you right now, I'm not giving up. Heck no. That 4th Big 12 championship is still in reach. I don't care what all you other guys in the Big 12 South are saying. I mean, you go ahead and think. Go ahead and think Oklahoma's going to be a cakewalk team. Go ahead and think that. I dare you. Because our defense is going to kick y'all in the teeth, each and every single one of you. That's all I got to say, guys. Again, congratulations, Brigham Young. I ate my crow. But, you know, I would have rather lost to 1 point to a respectable team than lose to a team that we were supposed to beat, even though we were supposed to beat Brigham Young by over 20 points. I'm not giving up. No, sooner born, sooner bred. When I die, I'll be a sooner dead. I'd rather have one loss on the first game of the season and do well the rest of the season. So that's the way I'm thinking it. Alright guys, that's all I gotta say. Sooner Sun 2 out. Boomer Sooner. We're coming.